Hello everybody and welcome back to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be looking at the StarSim mining conglomerate mod, creation, whatever you call it. And we're going to see how much it's worth it. This one does cost 500 creation credits or $5 worth. And let's get into it. So starting off, once you have this mod installed, to my knowledge it should work on both returning and new saves. But I personally cannot verify that because I didn't have a returning save to go back to. So, at least for new saves, you will see a new Jemison economic quarter thing right next to Jemison. Yes. And when you go there, you will see the Argos Space HQ. Now, go ahead and fly to the Argos Space HQ. And even though it's a station, it almost works more like a computer, because once you dock, it'll actually just pull up a computer mode. And in this mode, there is several options. Now, the ones I thought were going to be the coolest was the bulletin board and the player mail. But sadly, they're kind of useless. I'm not going to lie. I thought maybe you would get more upon doing missions, you would get different stuff by doing it, but you actually don't. You only can read the static ones that are already there, and that's about it. There's actually no getting new ones depending on how many missions you do, or at least from the amount of missions that I've done, I never got anything new. Maybe there is. Please correct me in the comments if there is, but I have not gotten anything else. So I'm a little bit sad about that. The player mail and the bulletin board feels very, very static. But the mission board is pretty cool in the sense that you get to take over and do some quests. And it's almost like this mod is a mission board, like a new mission terminal, I guess would be the way to put it. But it actually has some pretty cool ones because it focuses more on ship combat, which I feel like is something that none of the terminals really allow you to do. Like, you just fly to it and go in, you know? But with this one, you can choose from a variety of mission types, and they're pretty much all the same, except like the mining run. But every other one's pretty much the exact same, where you're protecting something. And it's really just ship combat. But of course, you could choose difficulty and all that. And once you claim it, you will get the quest just like normal. So once you get your quest, you can just go ahead and fly to your destination. And you will see that when you get there, enemy ships will begin to appear. So this is literally what the missions are for the most part. Is you are literally protecting either a space station, or not a space station, but even just a mining drill that's on one of the asteroids, or you're going to be protecting mining crews in an asteroid field. Regardless, your usual objective will be to defeat enemies, and as you defeat them, it'll keep track and keep updating you, as you can see. And I mean, that's pretty cool actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's nice because I feel like other than world events or whatnot, and that's probably because I have the wanted background trait, so that kind of helps. But I feel like you don't get much ship fighting going on, and having it so that you do get a lot of ship fighting going on is actually pretty nice. I get to use my ship and all the weapons I paid like 600,000 credits for, so that is actually fairly good. And when you're done with the missions, you can go back to the marker. Usually, sometimes it'll be the space station right there if you're protecting it, and as you can see, you get rewards, you get completed, and another mission board is there that you can claim some more missions. So it's almost literally like this mod is just a new mission board, but with missions that pretty much almost solely focus on protecting things and taking out enemy ships. And when it says hard, by the way, it is hard. I lost like in almost seconds, I feel like, with a pretty powerful ship. But, you know, the game is the game. So with that being said, as you keep going and you keep doing more quests and more and more and more, you just can keep racking up rewards, keep doing it and all of that. Now there is another type of mission that we'll go into a little bit later that can be pretty frustrating because it doesn't work very well on especially the higher tiers, which are supposed to be the harder tiers, but you know, all the same. But overall, I would say before we get to that specific type of mission, the other missions are pretty cool. Because you also have, of course, the other mining ships and stuff helping you out in combat. I really like it, actually. I, at first, thought this was going to be like, oh, you know, I kind of wasted the 500 that I got and all that. But no, actually, because I could see myself doing this like over and over again, because you do get a small amount of credits, but you do get a little XP, so it's all kind of worth it in the end. And it's also just something fun to do, because yet again, you don't get to use your ship much, I feel like. I mean, you do, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to actually have a purpose to go out and use my ship now, going out and defending some mining things for Argos, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Now, these other missions I'm talking about are the mining run missions, and these ones have you go out and destroy asteroids. You are a miner, going out into the asteroid field to go and destroy them, try and get some resources, and specifically a type of common rarity, rare rarity, a sort of rarity. Now, of course, if you choose one that is like the rare difficulty, you will be there forever. I'm not kidding when I say I spent like probably 20 to 30 minutes on a mining run rare and barely even got like 5 out of whatever the requirement was, 12 or something, and probably even more than that. So I would highly advise, unless you want to do it, unless you really like it, don't choose a higher difficulty mining run mission, because it'll make you want to pull your hair out and go bald. And if you're already bald, it'll make you want to pull your it'll make you want to pull your top of the head off. I don't know. So these missions are fairly annoying. The mining run ones, specifically the harder versions. But overall, I do like this mod pack, and I think it is almost completely worth the $5. Because like I said, I know I keep saying it like a broken record, but having a new mission terminal basically that allows you to go out and use your ship almost exclusively, honestly, really, really makes customizing my ship and my weapons and everything a lot more worth it, because I feel like I'm actually going to see it more. I'm going to use it rather than just fast traveling around in it. So I actually really like it. So my final thoughts with this is going to be that it is pretty much worth the 500 creation credits. Like I said, I know I said some things were not great. It also does not feel like much. You're almost paying 500 for really just another mission board, mission terminal, whatever. But because of it being almost fully ship focused and actually gives ships a really good purpose, I still actually really like it, and I have to give it it's definitely worth the 500. So if you want to get it, it is all up to you, obviously. But it is pretty worth it, especially if, like I said, you're really looking forward to like a good mission board for ships. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that good jazz, because we're going to keep going crazy with the mod videos. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, I will see you in the Starfield.